For a while there, it seemed as if there would be no competition for the 1st District Representative Andrew Foy in the 2011 elections. But now one man has risen to the challenge to contest Foy at the polls. Preston Stoutt, who previously announced to run at large, is now contesting a seat in District 1. With more on this story, here is Walt Barrett.
As the 2000 elections date draws near, one man is getting ready to set foot in the political arena, where already several other candidates have made their intentions clear regarding their run for election. Preston Stoutt, son of the late Chief Minister Hamilton Laverty Stoutt, announced earlier this year that he would be running in this year's general elections as an independent at-large candidate. Today, Stoutt has taken a step in a new direction, as he has announced he will be running instead as an independent District 1 candidate, where Minister for Education and Culture and District 1 Representative Honorable Andrew Foy, up until now, was entering into this year's elections without any contender. On Friday morning, Preston Stoutt explained that he made the change from an independent at-large candidate to an independent District 1 candidate because a lot of the people in the area told him they weren't going to the polls as the incumbent was unopposed.
Well, I initially announced back in March 31st, 2011. And throughout that time, I've had a lot of people from the district come to me, ask me, why. There's also been a question of, there's at least 4 people from the 1st District running at large. And I was on the, path of representing at large, but a lot of the people also said they weren't going to go to the polls simply because, the incumbent is unopposed. I had a meeting with my committee and then made the initial decision sometime last week, and then we announced that we will shift the campaign from as an independent candidate at large to independent district. So that is basically the only change when it comes to the campaign. There will be some focus now on the district, but we'll still release territorial policy papers.
Stoutt went on to list some of the areas that he sees as priority in District 1, as well as do many of the residents there.
A lot of what the people from the district have concerns about, especially in the Caribbean area, there was a proposed filling or reclamation of land. And residents there have a huge concern with that. With the last rains, there are 2 major guts, one by Sappy's Bar and other by Clems by the Sea Bar. And it had extensive flooding there. And we feel with the reclamation and without the proper drainage, there's room for disaster, really. There's also, we had a previous fill-in before, which is only used for one time out of the year, which is during the August festival in Caribbean. And it would be nice to see, there were plans before but never implemented. We already have a fisherman's ramp there, but to at least have a dock where you can, dock up your boats. There's a flat space there. Right now it's not being utilized to its full capacity. It's storage for boats, but you can still have storage for boats, but in a neat, orderly fashion, and have the rest of it as, say, a cultural village where people can, have their arts, food. There's even a brick oven there, so you can do it right there live on the spot. So that is something we'll try and push, being that that district is a heavily tourism-concentrated district. You have 5 hotels in that district alone. So we need to really take advantage and utilize what it is we have. Another issue that's been back and forth is the West End Ferry Dock. A lot of people are against its size, and then people are thinking about 20 years ahead. But is it feasible and is it cost effective for us to put it where the proposed location is?
The independent District 1 candidate said that he and his team feel comfortable and confident going into the elections, and he will begin his campaign as soon as the House dissolves on Tuesday, September 13th. Meanwhile, District 1 Representative Andrew Foy said that Stoutt is exercising his democratic right, and whereas Stoutt has many views, Foy said that his record along with the work he has accomplished in the 1st District will speak for him.
There's nothing that's been willed to me or anyone. So, he's exercising his democratic right. He has views, respectfully. that he wants to bring to the table. And I not only have views, but there are things that were done. We had economic challenges within the last 4 years, but I honestly feel that with God's help and the people's support of the force, that we were able to get a lot done, both in the district and in the Ministry of Education and in the government with the opportunity that was given. So I believe the record, along with the work that was done, will speak for me. The new plans for the district and the territory will also be revealed in time. So I know that I'm not starting from zero. So it is democratic right. There's nothing that I take in any way. That's the nature of this business.
With the House dissolving on September 13th, there has been much speculation that the elections will be held in November. According to Preston Stoutt and Andrew Foy, they will each be meeting with the members of District 1 from now until such time as the elections are called, to ensure that they know what their concerns are, so they can prepare to do what they can to meet those needs. This is Walter Barrett for JTV News.